Well, good afternoon, everyone. Let me thank Chairwoman Yvette Clark for her tremendous leadership and for convening us today alongside NAACP President Derek Johnson. We're so thankful, President Johnson, for your leadership, for your courage, for your strength in this unprecedented moment of attack. And it's an honor to stand with members of the Congressional Black Caucus, as well as former athletes committed to this cause.
All of those guys, they are worthless. If they were worth something, then the whole meaning of doing all this, where you would go and get wag your finger at athletes and tell them to not show up to these colleges, dude, they have to do with certain parts of their contract with their agent, different things to make sure that they can reach their mark and get paid for their endorsements and stuff that they're supposed to get to take care of their family. Democrats are not going to replace that. More than that, these old niggas are not going to replace that, nor are they going to sacrifice anything to give back over to these athletes. And this is their agenda because they understand they ain't got no steam. And once again, no, it's the old niggas who sucked up everything coming back around, trying to look at some young folks who are already burning their asses out to the ground, telling them to give up some more. That's what this is about. All right, don't play games, dude. Talking about, oh, we need you athletes. You don't need a damn thing but to stop playing around with those Congress and Senator positions here and pass some real bills and legislation. Get your ass to work. Some of y'all been sitting here for 30 years doing nothing. All right, I will be damned if you feel like you want to take the spoils away from some young people who busted their asses to get where they at. All right, no, just so the slackers and these dried up octogenarians can try to put it on you for voting rights. That's y'all problem. All right. When you watch Trump come in, even his second administration, what he do? He started looking out for his people, Afrikaners. All right. Loading them up on planes, getting them what they need. Am I mad at him for that? No. All right. Because as a politician, you're supposed to look out for the people that quote unquote look out for you, or the folks that you support. All right. They'll tell you they support you, dude, then get in office and do nothing economically for you. It's all about Ukraine. It is all about illegals. It is all about everything but giving black people a damn thing, even though they know that this is their stronger and strongest voting block here. All right. That's on you. All right. You staring these young black athletes because you're not telling Luca. All right. And you ain't telling all these other jokers here, these foreigners. All right. Not to come in these colleges. You're looking at the black American players. All right. That's what that's about. All right. But I'm going to pull over here to Roland. We don't got to look at Hakeem Jeffries because he's going to point everything out himself. All right. He's got a 3-hour program here, and we're not going to play him long, just long enough to prove my point that they desperate. You out of moves. This is supposed to be like a boycott, similar to what they did for Target and these other stores here, concerning whatever trash they had with Jamal Bryant and Al Sharpton here before. All right. Some boycott on something. I don't know. I don't even listen too much anymore. I take down what I'm hearing here, Halls, and I put it to whatever they claim they fighting in. All right. And right now it says here they fighting for the circumstances of voting rights. So for these folks that are redistricting, that want to take certain black spots away here, they're telling the college players that they shouldn't show up to their schools. All right. Okay. Whatever.
Engaging in attacks on black voting rights. This, of course, has been talked about a lot. Some of the people have suggested that this is what athletes should actually do to withhold their talents. Of course, a lot of these same folks following Donald Trump and MAGA have been targeting DEI, have been targeting other black initiatives. So this out of bounds campaign, of course, which is national, and again, targeting black athletes, their family, alumni, fans, and supporters to withhold athletic participation as well as donations to these schools. NAACP identified 8 priority states. Tennessee.
Where should these donations redirect themselves to, Roland? All right. No, if they're not contributing to the schools, whose pocket should they jump into? All right. You jokers ain't slick, man. You notice he couldn't keep his eyes off the money. All right. He couldn't do it, dude. He couldn't just give you the message and that's it. Yeah. And don't, stop the donations that are going over. Like, dude, you ain't got to worry about it. You act like you old niggas are popping or something. You're not. That's why you got to keep referencing them in groups. You hope that they grandmother or somebody can get through to them. One of these broken niggas. All right. No, we're tired. You got to move these octogenarians out the way. This is what they're doing with their political space. All right. Yeah, hiding in a corner somewhere trying to shame you about the work they didn't do. All right. You say, hold on, nigga. How long you been sitting around here? Huh? What? Niggas are collecting dust buddies. You said, how long you been sitting over here? All right. No, you ain't got nothing done for black people at all. Like nothing. All right. That's not a young people problem, dude. It ain't. Last time I checked here, checking generation to generation, all right, every last one of our ancestors left something behind, left something for us, even through the courses of post-slavery here. All right, no, they left a home. They left certain valuables here because it was about sacrificing for the next person. You got to this little baby boomer generation, and you got a whole bunch of trash with it, garbage. One of the most selfish generations of all time, dude. And this is what we mean. All right. No, all the money in the world, all the resources, everything else since you done sold everybody else out. And now you sitting up in here asking the young people to contribute more. That's what you mean by athletes. All right. No, you're not talking about some old dried up person in here that can't play anymore. All right. You're talking about relevant people that can speak directly to the young people who they know because you don't have any voice with the young people. They're damn sure not going to listen to you. No neck Martin. All right, hold on here. They figure, hey, if John Morant or some of these other folks in here speak up, all right, that will turn them in our favor. No, dude, because they still would have to translate and listen to the bullshit you talking about. And young black folks are not going for anything. That's why we keep this boot on the back of your head every day. All right. No, the language hasn't changed. All right.
Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, South Carolina, Texas, as well as Georgia. Their targets, the state's flagship institutions that generate hundreds of millions of dollars in financial support. Talik McMillan is the director of the NAACP's Youth and College Division. He joins us right now. Talik, one of the things that we discussed last week, I said really
got one of these young people in here. I'm not sure about this brother's credentials. I ain't shooting you in the foot. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just telling you, Roland Martin has a young male in here. This is not his his demographic and base. He told y'all before that, all right, young people don't vote. No, he said that. All right. Now all of a sudden he's looking for people 25 years old to the age of 50 here. All right. Yeah, something to those lines. 25 or 35 or 36 to the age of 50. He's looking for these people. For what? All right. Yeah, because the support that he has now is literally dying off, dude. All right. Right. I told you young voters bring forth new voters and old voters go to the grave, dude. All right. That's just how the game goes. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's why he looking over the fence like the nigga off of Home Improvement. All right. That's why he looking over there.
To get this thing really started, you need one. You need one of those from football, top 300 recruits to say, I'm not going to go to one of those schools. And if that thing goes public, it's going to send a shudder throughout athletics because these white schools and ADs and administrators and donors, they are going to be scared to death of more black talent following the lead.
Yes, because they damn sure ain't scared to death of you, Roland, or Derek Johnson. All right. They're not scared of you. All right. They know who's not a threat. All right. Who will take a few dollars, nigga. All right. Who will take an offering to clear the niggas out the street. All right. And they're familiar with those people, the Al Sharptons of the world. All right. Was it National Action Network? All right. No, that's his joint. All right. Hold on. Man, look at this shit.
Getting one person to say no mas, no thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always great to be on with the Roland Martin Unfiltered family. This campaign that we launched today is more than sports. It's about power. It's about ownership. It's about accountability, because Black athletes, as you have said, has helped build college athletics into a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Thank you. So it's about the power of the athletes. He just said that. All right, without all these words. All right, he said it's about power because Black athletes, not Roland. All right, no, not Derek Johnson. All right, just let you know where they're trying to leech off of. All right, no, you got no grounds. All right, what do you say, Kobe? Said you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, like the way he said Rick Ross said. All right, yeah. So you don't owe, you're not owed anything off of what they've done here. Have you supported anything to their career coming up? No. All right. No, these old niggas just want a dying Democratic favor because you can't sell your own horse wash. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you about this garbage here as far as grabbing athletes too. Black folks are not, we're not dazzled by entertainers anymore, dude. These cats are weird to us, man. You've seen what happened with Kamala. All right. A lot of y'all just want to recycle a bad idea. All right. You already got research to look over top of. All right. So if you go ahead to see that from all the cartoon characters that you get, and a lot of them young folks don't care. The people that they follow out here, Halls, may have 1 million subscribers. All right. I'm talking about your niece and nephew, and you pick the phone up. You may never heard of these people. All right. This is a society we live in. All right. So just because you crown somebody to quote unquote to be the best or the leader or something does not mean that this is what the people, young folks, are going to pick. All right. Yeah. Real talk.
Industry, especially football and basketball, as we look at here. But yet many of these same states are benefiting from Black talent are actively working.
If you're not using a business travel platform like Navan, you're really missing out. Hi, I'm Ellie, and I'm the People Operations.
And athletes are not just participants and just players on the field. They are economic drivers. Their talents fill stadiums. Their talents sell merchandise. Their talent drives television ratings, and their talents generate millions in revenue for universities and states. This is about ownership and taking back that ownership and encouraging young Black athletes to recognize that their talent has value far beyond a field or a court. As we say, states cannot celebrate Black excellence on a Saturday while silencing Black communities at the ballot box on a Tuesday. There cannot be applause for Black athletes while Black voting power is being erased. And so we got to take our ownership back. And so that is what this campaign is all about.
And
what is a plan to educate?
We take our ownership back by trying to once again live vicariously through athletes and do what they say to see if they can whip niggas back into shape like they did back in the day. Because Roland right now is asking, okay, what's the counter plan? Since he went to go say all this and we're listening to you, all right, how do you go ahead as a young person to influence other young people to follow the bullshit I'm telling you? All right. No, we're getting to the good part. All right. Hold on.
These parents and athletes, are there plans to hold forums? Are there plans to listen? The list are public. These recruiting lists. Does the NAACP plan on sending letters or anything along those lines to each one of these top recruits?
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a goal of the NAACP and especially the Youth and College Division to continue to train and to organize and give our folks the tools and the resources as we are rolling out these campaigns. But we also want to lift up the importance that we stand with our historically Black colleges and universities that have always stood at spaces where Black talent and Black culture and Black leadership cultivation has been central. And so whether that's redirecting our support towards those institutions.
And once again, you can't, let me give you something simple. You can't pull something official when you start talking about HBCUs anymore. They used to be able to pull all their people from there. Now, when you go ahead to line some of them people from there, and not everybody that attends HBCUs, let me be specific with that. Some of them folks are still Black first. They holding it down. But for the most part, when you reach into societies and places like that where they used to be able to grab up their token Negroes, it's no one of significant reference that has any juice or influence to be able to move anything. All right. And we talk about from this, no, just from the educational terms. And I'm praising education through the board here. But when you talk about where the politicians get their good old boys at, it's usually from the, from the HBCUs. And I'm talking about from top to bottom. Most of them have those type of credentials. Yeah, give me 1 second here. All right.
Institutions and investing in our communities. So for the folks who have shown up for us, if it's having conversation about every commitment and every ticket purchase, as you mentioned before, every NIL partnership, every dollar that's spent that we understand carries political and economic weight. And so having those conversations about whether it's all at a cost. So how do we change that conversation and that narrative around what talent looks like? We understand it, and it's in no way, shape, or form taken away from the fact of the win that athletes won with NIL partnerships. But to what cost will we allow the disenfranchisement and the cancellation of our representation in these states who continue to make
of the Congress, but the moral of conscience of this country. No representation, no revenue, no one black should be on a
Roland spoke to this specifically last year. He spoke to it again recently. And now Derek's speaking to it. And I'm going to say the same thing here. Congressional Black Caucus losing half of the caucus. Well, then we just losing half of nothing. We had a whole piece of nothing. Now you got half of nothing. Now I'm just demonstrating from the cases of how they've been effective. What have they done for us? All right. So he's pointing to having representation, but having no representation. All right. It's better than you bluffing like you got representation. All right. Just having puppets and suits lining up in here. All right. With a label slapped across you. All right. No true meaning upon anything. I mean, look, I understand for we said the Tea Party or Barack Obama tried to put some of these things here in place, but we're only looking at our victories. And it ain't about the cases of somebody playing dress up or putting the best outfit on to talk a whole bunch of Larry Hoover. All right, top of the line garbage here. And at the end, when we leave here and you finish talking, ain't nobody got nothing. All right. The whole point of your constituents putting you in place was to be able to see a change. And that goes down to dried up jokers like Bobby Rush, too. All right. I told y'all about Bobby Rush. He didn't run for re-election here because he knew that black folks were waiting for him in Chicago to put boots to his hind parts. All right. So he declined to go ahead to run again. All right. Having close to about 30 years worth of nothing. All right. No, voting for the 94 crime bill. All right. That's enough to get you tossed out of office. All right. No, and Clyburn ain't safe either. All right. The worst thing he can do as an 86-year-old man is run for Congress again. All right. Yes. Hold on here.
In this moment when Black representation is under attack, it is important for the CBC to keep in their tradition of being the moral of the Congress, but the moral of conscience of this country. No representation, no revenue, no one Black should be on a playing field of institutions that's living off of our labor, and yet in states that are seeking to.
No, you have stripped the Black coin down to the cases that all Black people produce here from these sports here is sweat. All right, that's it, sweat, nigga. All right, and from their little sweat equity, if that's what you want to call it, from sports or what have you, now you trying to dip your hand into that. All right, no, they're trifling. All right, folks like Derek Johnson got properties, he's got homes, cars, he's rich, he's papered up. All right, they make sure they economically take care of their Sambos. All right, so that way he can come out and do the dirty work and misdirect you and turn your ass the other way. All right, it's not easy to do that anymore because the younger Black folks don't even trust you. You know, they look at society and they can tell how your facial expression changes when the dominant society walks in the room. All right, how you're speaking different. All right, no, you were just sitting here with so much confidence telling them about how you're gonna make sure you do for them. All right, yes, but what we know from the NAACP, all right, specifically, a lot of people kick out money here, dude, and don't get no help when they need it. None. All right, you just paying dues. That's it. All right, no, until you decide to stop paying dues. All right, hold on.
To reinstitute a sharecropping reality. It is not the responsibility of Black America to hold individuals who should know better accountable for doing better.
Notice how he specifically mentioned Black Americans just like Ocasio-Cortez did. And they ain't trying to black and brown either. You notice this, right? No, they're getting the language right. But I tell you, you can teach people how to talk to you and how not to talk to you. All right. So even as they trying to do their little false pitch, all right, they're getting a word into this crap right because they understand who they're trying to reach to. That's us. All right. If we don't move, it's not an issue. It's not a thing. It turns into what their no king protests are. All right. No, just an idea. All right. Hold on here. Yeah. What he said, doing the the electric slide in the street, nigga, with a damn with a mascot uniform on. All right. Hold on. Yeah, it's just an idea.
As soon as the United States Congress stand united to ensure our Constitution represent all of us, we will be a better nation as a result. NAACP this morning, in solidarity with the CBC, we are calling on athletes who are coming out of high school not to attend any state-funded schools of states that have moved to minimize our right to vote, to minimize our ability to elect candidates of our choice, and states that are seeking to create a sharecropping reality. Whether that state be Missouri or Mississippi, whether that state is South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, or Florida.
Yeah.
55% of all African Americans live in the former Confederate South. But the 55% of us who live in the former Confederate South, we will not tolerate a Confederate mentality on our labor.
Well, why not Derek Johnson, right? Why not, once again, get these, when you guys were passing money out to Ukrainians, all right, trying to make sure all your illegals can get enough food stamps and free housing, all right, free trucks, food trucks and shit. All right. No, y'all passing bills for every damn thing underneath the sun, except for protecting the rights here of Black folks when it came into rather these revoting districts and all of this stuff right here. That wasn't a priority for you as always until they made it one. All right. No, and they ain't been BSing, smiling, playing any games anytime they want to pass something filthy on top of your head. All right. Biden was in office when they took away from that affirmative action stuff. He was president. All right. So don't let folks in here talk silly to you. All right, about depending on who is in the White House determines what the Republicans going to do. No, that's based on the protections that the Democrats have naturally not put in place, because it has always been a political game with their buffer class that they got around. All right, that's why it was easy to take all these illegals and throw them on the table politically in between Kamala and Trump. All right, no, it made it easy on the Republican side. All right, because you can't deny what your eyes have seen. You can't deny numbers. You can't lie your way away from it. All right, yeah, it is what it is. And Trump can be the most horrible being. All right, the only thing worse than that, him being a funky racist and all this and a liar and all these things y'all sitting here calling him, is a joker who's dead to rights, trying to play like they cool with you. All right, and has ultimate disdain for you. They have used your vote to take care of everybody else. All right. Yeah. Now a joker like that get left alone. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. We're gonna handle Trump being a bastard. We can. Yeah. Look. At least he keeps the same temperature. All right. Right. Yeah. We know he ain't shit. All right. Yeah. But you jokers are something else. You are literally giving away the country in front of everybody. All right. And these are things that we know Trump won't do. All right. No, to a certain standard. This is still the United States of Israel. All right. Don't forget that. That goes for all these politicians. Ted Cruz, all these, the Republican and Democrat. All right. No, I don't want to mix everybody's head up here, dude. All right. No, that's why your army had to go to war at all. All right. With your folks in here, anybody with the military. No, it's because your military was outsourced by Israel, dude. All right. Iran didn't do a damn thing. They were in the middle of negotiations, getting bombs dropped on them. All right, diplomatic negotiations. All right, between the U.S. and Israel. They see no bombs come flying in. All right, no, that's what I'm talking about. All right, hey, so please understand, money in politics means that no, this is not your damn government anymore. All right, yes. All right, you get enough money, you can spread enough bread wide politically, you can control the whole board. All right, yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Wonder why your politicians ain't sitting up saying nothing. You see the corruption cold as day. All right. No, the check must have cleared, nigga. All right. No, that's why I ain't saying nothing. All right. Yeah.
Tolerate a Confederate mentality on our labor, on our ability to contribute, and our ability to be to have representation. In this moment, our democracy is in crisis. This is not about partisanship. This is about true representation. And for the NAACP, we will fight with all we have in solidarity with the Congressional Black Caucus to ensure that we have representation, or if we don't, we will withhold the talent that play on the football field or on the basketball.
You hope you can withhold football and basketball players. You hope. Ain't none of those cats of significance said shit to you, dude. And they ain't, and a bunch of them ain't going to. Why? They ain't trying to affect their bottom line. All right. Not for you, they not. All right. Distrust. I'm talking about untrustworthy busters. All right. Who flip flop every other day here when it's convenient for you. All right. No, dude. Y'all don't have a good representation. You don't have a good name upon you. November's right there. You guys can get thrown out of office. All right, within the next few months in here. And ain't no legitimate basketball player going to attach himself to something that's that shaky, dude. Unstable. All right. Yeah, it's a suicide mission here to ask them to do that after you done messed up everything else. And he says it. Oh, our football players and basketball players. You hope, nigga. All right. You wish upon a star, nigga, with your damn teeth clenched tight. All right. Please, man. Please, goddamn it, please. All right. You hope and dream. All right, that those are the circumstances. A lot of those athletes have sense, and they're gonna have sense enough to listen to their agent and other people around them and say, hey, that ain't your problem. They're inconsistent. All right, here's some evidence. All right. And that's it. That's all you need. All right. It's not about sitting around here with these political talks. I tried to box Win Benyana in real quick, man. He hurried up and got his ass out of there. Yeah, asking him about illegals and shit. All right. He looked very uncomfortable. All right. Yeah, I seen this shit he said. He just looked uncomfortable, man. All right, it just seemed like he wanted to say the right thing. Yeah, he said ain't no right to be killing. It's not right to be killing people. And all right, yeah, he answered the question very. All right, look, man, he ain't want no damn trouble. All right, so if that's the star player in the league, the new face of everything, all right, I can imagine how the rest of them are gonna come at you. All right, yeah, you're done. All right, that gave me a view of everything. All right, look, just how skittish that man looked answering that question. All right. Yeah, it's like, dude, man, don't throw me into this, dude. This is the playoffs. All right, leave me alone, nigga. All right, I gotta deal with the normal bullshit during the year. All right, supposed to be asking me about these games. All right, yeah, you're gonna ask him about illegal immigrants and how you feel about ICE, abolishing ICE, and I'm like, come on, dude. All right. All that's bait being thrown out by these bastards to see if it's a safe enough field to start walking up to these black athletes. Hey, y'all need to turn down. You don't give any money. All right. No, nigga, you don't control nothing. You are the reason why black folks nationally are sold out because you have been used to getting your own butter biscuits and watching everybody else suffer, nigga, while you come out here with masses message. No. All right, clean up your own mess, nigga. All right, all you octogenarians, get together, get some broomsticks and some damn mops. All right, those disposable gloves and hefty bags, and clean up your own goddamn mess. All right. No, the athletes will continue to be athletes, minding their business, trying to make sure that they do right by their careers, like you did right by yours, and you ignored every black person in sight. All right. Don't come in here now like Benedict Arnold. All right. No, he's staring at the board. He don't want to sacrifice shit. Stingy as hell. All right. Don't wants to sacrifice nothing. Staring over at the young people. Yeah, you can afford to give up this, that. No, the hell they can't. No, they can't, sir. Some of y'all are close to your deathbed, literally. And clutching, don't want to goddamn let go of nothing. All right. Come on, dude. All right. This is some sad shit at this point that y'all got the gall. All right, to open your mouth and ask us young folks for any damn thing. All right, every time you turn around, they telling us to sacrifice, and we have to wait till this next term. All right, well, you got to take care of the old folks. Y'all have been looked out for, dude. All right, well, all right, some of y'all living past the 4 years of your pension and your retirement, and your checks are getting bigger. You're still eating. I told you, who's going to have to pay the debt of that? We will. All right, that comes to us. All right, don't let the smooth taste fool you. All right, they know this shit. All right, as these greedy bastards. All right, and what did they fight for with Biden? I told you everybody got something that sold you out. So these old niggas got cheap medication. All right, that's what they got. All right, everybody got something. Nobody was in your face, dude. Hey man, you know you need to go and vote because Trump is like Hitler. He's ready. You know you're like, man, get out of here, dude. All right. Keep making your lips like that when you talk to me about Trump. All right. No, I'm not scared, nigga. All right. I swear I ain't scared. All right. Yeah, you get up underneath the bed, nigga. All right. Right. You better make sure. I better not make sure nothing, nigga. You better make sure that you put cash payments out for black people here politically. Or you are not going to see us, dude. We're not going to keep sitting here at the back of the line waiting for everybody with their bowl to eat in front of us. This is our land, dude. All right. And it's time to start paying homage. And if you don't want to pay us, fine. But you're not going to hide behind any of us, dude, for the reason why you're failing. All right. The country's going sour. Republicans are beating you upside your head with an old dress shoe. All right. And you trying to get down behind a football player and a young basketball player. These are young people that still need time to learn from you, sir. A lot of y'all been rich for a long time, and you ain't never give a damn about what was going to happen to us because you could have did something about it. All right? At this point, it's about having a peaceful death for you, some of you dried up niggas, and keeping everything the way it is. All right? Yeah, we ain't stupid. All right? Not at all. All right? And if that's not the case, like I said, Jimbo Clyburn, why are you sitting here about to be 86 years old? All right. No, running for Congress again. All right. You've been here 30 years plus, dude. Stinking it up, man. All right. Right. Your daughter is running for office, dude. You can get up and move. Your daughter. Why are you running against your own daughter? All right. These jokers are cancerous, dude. Got the Da Vinci Code. That's how I ran in here that quick. All right. No, whenever they go ahead to do that like that, I just have to go ahead to do something else here. And once I do that, I'm good. Whatever I'm doing. All right. I don't even want to tell that because hell, whatever joker that might be sitting up in here messing with the factions of these things in here also. I don't want nobody to have one up. All right. But what it shows on my screen now is that my stuff is medium here. So it can come out a little bit more crispy. All right. I'm good with that. I believe sometimes it's just resetting itself. All right. That's what I believe. But in them cases, I don't never know when that stuff's going to happen. All right. I could be in the middle of a full blown out conversation. But back to Clyburn. All right. Clyburn here for his cases is the prime example of a dried up nigga that won't get out the way. All right. No, he don't care. All right. Leave it the way it is. Don't touch nothing. All right. That's him. That's Elizabeth Warren. That is Chuck Schumer. That is every dried up joker you see up there. Bernie Sanders. All right. All of them. All right. No, if what I'm saying isn't the truth, then why the hell you haven't seen any changes? If anything, they beefed up their degeneracy and anger. All right. No more. We need to give them as much resources to illegals as possible. All right. Breaking the bank. That last administration was trifling what they were doing in New York City. Trifling. And one Latina woman came out there and told on y'all asses. All right. How much cash assistance you was getting and how much food stamp. I think it's about I want to say somewhere close to about $5,000 in food stamp, $15,000 cash. All right. I'm talking about getting hit off. All right. This wasn't no little thing. And they saying, why? Why would you do this? Why? Because when you're going to have this myth or this bullcrap for the buffer class doing so much greater than you, they're going to have to throw racks of bread at them in order for it to work. All right. If you don't, this shit will fall apart as soon as it starts, man. They just come in here and got to actually pull themselves up out of them bootstraps. That's bullshit. All right. Them checks got to float through here. All right. Not to mention everything else y'all have seen, the little motor scooters that they had. All right. God damn it. Giving you money for your businesses. All right. Giving you vouchers for cars, vouchers for food trucks. All right. Whatever you need. All right. And they got their political constituents in there. I'm talking about taking care of business to where as though they don't necessarily have to pay for anything. All right. You're driving school courses, this, that, and the third. These people are going to meet you there at the center that you're at. All right. Where you're staying at. They come to you. All right. This is how they're making these resources municipal for them. Extra college credits, all this shit. I had to go over all this stuff during the Biden administration. Made me sick. All right. So when people start talking that bullshit to me, all right, it's like, Halls, you don't understand. All right. When you're talking about from some of these political scales here of how much trash they done dumped on black folks here, the individuals here, I mean, originally, all right, and what you doing all this back and forth. Look, they even had the votes to give you. All right. For the way that you sitting here trying to take a dump on black folks, just ignore us. All right. No, as if you got some extra waiting on you. All right. Yeah. All right. This is how disrespectful they is. All right. And then when you sit back in here and you actually look here, I'm talking about from the cases of numbers and what's what is what y'all asses get. All right. And you see the last election, I told you they had a larger amount of what? Latino support. All right. Yeah. And these were some of the same people that Biden rushed through the damn line. All right. To go ahead to get right. This is their first time voting and everything else. And I told you the moment that they go ahead to get their feet right, the first thing they do is I'm on something different. I'm on something new. I'm on some Republican stuff. All right. No, go ahead to get your cowboy boots and your red Make America Great Again hat. All right. Yes, indeed. The moment they get comfortable, give them an election or so. All right. They got their truck. They home now. All right. They be going to the local bar. All right. Right. Yeah. I'm on something different now. I ain't on all that old Democratic stuff. All right. Yes, indeed. And you see it real quick. I'm talking about night and day. All right. So when you go ahead to see the status of that, what it shows you is that them people are going to go back to what they do at home culturally. All right. And that means for political candidates, they're going to get the most Anglo-Saxon looking person they can. All right. Preferably the male. All right. If they can get the male, that's what they're going to go ahead to get. All right. And that even goes for Jasmine Crockett. She was sitting in here talking all this shit about what she was going to give to illegals in Texas if she got that senator seat. All right. Yeah. All this shit she talked about, she was going to stop and abolish ICE. Now, man, they didn't give a shit about none of that. All right. They were the deciding factor about who got in. All right. And a young Latino dude that nobody really even knew like that. All right. Put boots to her hind parts. All right. Yes, indeed. That's what happened here. All right. You got folks playing games with and BSing, thinking that you just going to go ahead to get some black support on the back end and all these other folks are going to fall in line if you say the right thing. Let me tell you something. Sheila Jackson Lee, God rest the dead, said the right thing in Texas. All right. Trying to be mayor about all the resources she was going to give to illegals and take care of them and how she was going to lock our black asses up. All right. Yeah, specifically, I bet you how she was going to put the police on our asses. All right. This was part of her campaign she had out there. All right. Yes, indeed. And as she went to go do that, what she found out there at the end here is for all that extra Asian support. All right. No, they voted for an old white man. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Bunch of them. They was in the room smiling and shit. All right. Yeah. All right. Whatever you thought you was going to get. All right. Lip sticking out and shit. All right. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. All right. You ain't getting anything. All right. I think his name was Mr. Whitmere or Wattermore. All right. He was a bald-headed old white man. He was real short. All right. Right. Yeah. Congratulations, sir. Huh? All the buck dancing in the world couldn't get you nothing. All right. They keep playing the same spin move. All right. It's just getting worse. That's all. All right, that's what I'll tell you. All right, because those were some of the final draws and the final kicks here. That Stacey Abrams ass whooping from Brian Kemp. All right, no, he beat her 3 times as worse as he beat her the first time. All right, just to let her know. All right, yeah, stop talking all this voter suppression bullshit, young lady. Stop it. All right, get off of CNN. All right, boot leather. You understand? Yeah, she's gonna try to go get what's the dude's name? Lil Baby and Charlemagne and 21 Savage and all. Nobody give a shit. All right, okay, all right, you know them. So what? What you got for black people? All right. And when she went over there to DC Young Fly and they asked her that question, shout out to y'all. Y'all the only people that keep it real. All right. And they asked her that damn question. She started stuttering and talking about numbers and shit and how much of the population wouldn't like it if black folks got something by ourselves. And all right, she let you know exactly what she was. All right, right. So you, in other words, you came on a program to promote all of these other damn groups. All right. Once again, it's how they disrespect us. They come in our town halls doing that. All right, this trash offering you jobs, knowing that the business loans and all these extras, all right, is going to go to these buffer classes. All right, yeah, she's garbage. All right, when she said that, she was just. All right, they just let her babble for a second. All right, she's raggedy, dude. It's like you can't talk like that. We say here for no disrespect for folks like that, but the alphabet joint here is for a select few here, Halls, in this country here. But that does not stop the legislators from making sure that they get everything that they need. So you can't play games with us with numbers here, all right, and talking about these cases with groups of certain rather lineage of people here, Halls, all right, because they play these games upon the certain stuff in here when they want to do it. All right. No, and then they serve up the resources here in cases where they try to ignore black people. All right. But still make sure that they drop the money off. All right. I did. I gave it to minorities and LGBTQ people. All right. That's how they do it. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. I handed it to both. All right. It was something, a minority package. All right. Right. This is how they do you. And at the end, like I tell you, black folks get the crumbs. You get what's left over. All right. Yeah. After this, the whole shit has been mangled. All right. No, after it's been destroyed, Hall, since everybody done put their knife in here, and all right, you get the scraps that's left over. All right. That's what it means here with legislations like that. Mm-hmm. All right, heavily. And I mean that heavily, dude. And in cases where Tyreek is in Los Angeles and for the nonprofit access to resources from the state, you have to tell them about how many alphabet members that you have that are employed to you. Yes, this is what he said here. All right, acquiring, like this acquires to how much extra resources they're going to give you from the government for every member that you have. All right. Yeah, which is ridiculous. You shouldn't have any restrictions like that to the terms where, all right, no, if I'm promoting the government's brand, all right, no, of this alphabet, this, that, and the third, then I can get some extra benefits. All right. But if I refuse to do this, it's almost treated as a punishment. All right. What are you talking about America and freedom of choice for everybody? All right. Well, that should go around for the same thing for the damn resources, shouldn't it? Yeah. Nobody should be able to go ahead to circle in and say, if you want extra resources for your museum, all right, because this is something for the people. This is a museum. This is what you set up in here. Folks come to visit. All right. Well, then you got to have more people from our community. All right. Yes, indeed. That's pretty much what they told him. All right. And needless to say, he didn't have anybody there at that time to put on that list. All right. Right. Which is garbage, dude. Mm-hmm. Rather you go to Los Angeles or some places, they got their own rules here. All right. But it sounds like a black rule. All right. It just does. 90-something% of the grants that come from the government go to white males. All right. They just do. You ain't getting a grant. For 10,000, for 10 million, for 10 billion, for nothing, nigga. You ain't getting one. All right. They'll set their young white folks, the young white kids that they got up here and give them loans from the government here so they can set up their little Bitcoin joints and Ponzi scams. All right. Right. All this bullshit you've seen before. Where you think that startup money came from? All right. It might have been something legit when it started. It usually is. All right. Right. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Shit, y'all see these little Bitcoin groups, these little young white males coming in here. Like I said, once again, where the hell do you think that startup money coming from? You think it's falling out of thin air? Yeah, some of them got rich folks, but if they need to dip into the pockets of the government, all right, no, it's convenient for them. All right, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Anytime, like I say, a scumbag like Chud the Builder can be made into a success overnight. All right. No, they know what they're doing as far as the algorithm system and all right, to pour certain levels of hate and bring the anxieties up amongst people. All right. And that keeps tension in the air. All right. That keeps the people completely unhinged out here, Halls, and untrustworthy of certain things in here when you go ahead to promote the scumbags. All right. No, and this is why I said it's appropriate that he's in jail and that we call him begging. All right. Begging to get out of jail. All right. Yeah. As Aiden Ross said, hell no, he ain't paying that dude's bond. All right. I think we got him on tape. Do we got him on tape? Yeah, we got him on tape here. Hold on here. All right. No, the other part. I let y'all hear the first part already. All right. But it was so low, it just sounded like he was whispering. You understand? Yeah, but it was bad. Mm-hmm. He said, man, I do whatever you want me to do, man. Hey. He was trying to get out of jail, man. All right, look, man. Hey, look, man, whatever you need me to do, you raise the bond money. All right, look, man, I thought you was a badass. All right, no, all these Negroes you've been harassing. All right, that's what you do, right? All right, yeah, I thought you were a badass, man. You shouldn't need to just get out of jail. All right, yeah, say, wait a while, man. Chill, man. Don't chimp out, buddy. All right, what you gonna chimp out? All right, yeah, just relax. All right, yeah, somebody gonna come over there with your issue. All right, yeah. He said these folks think that black basketball players are going to miss a paycheck for people who could care less about them or their families. That's the point right there, Steady Mobbing. All right. Yeah, they're not going to sacrifice a damn thing for you, dude. All right. What the hell have you done for them? All right. While you trying to put their name in a bunch of garbage, nigga, I don't recognize you, dude. Who are you? All right. Yeah, get your bad built ass back on the other side of the street. All right. Yeah, I don't want to hear that garbage from you. All right. No, because you have no right. All right. You haven't consulted with these individuals. All right. You have not spoken to any large piece of their union. All right. A serious position in football and basketball to put this trash on them. All right. You fight, nigga. All right. Well, what's the suits for? It's not for y'all to keep walking around here looking cute. All right. It ain't that. No, it's for you to go in here and to take care of legislation and take care of business. This is what I got for black people. All right. I don't care what type of wig or slacks you got on, nigga. All right. I do care politically if you're getting the job done. All right. That's what I'm worried about. I don't care if you got, well, I do care if you've gotten richer. All right. No, all for y'all scams. Ayanna Presley and all these bozos. All right. No, Elizabeth Warren. They've been exposing them too. All right. Yeah, for coming in here broke. Goddamn it. Ohan Omar coming in here ashy and broke. All right. God damn it. Next thing you know, you look up, they got $8 million. Yeah, what are you doing? Hey, no. What are you doing? All right. Yeah, using your political position to make sure that the Department of Justice don't put foot to your ass. All right. So they'll stay up off of you. All right. Or your husband or somebody living in that damn house. All right. He said, ain't no pistols or mace in the joint. No, it ain't. Ain't nothing in the joint but hard times, nigga. All right. That's it. All right. You understand, Steady Mob? All right. My man said, ain't no pistols or mace in the joint. Yeah, you can't reach for bear mace, Chud the Builder. All right. You got to fight that man. And he was looking for you. All right. Said you had to go to the bathroom and you be right back. All right. And nobody could find you. All right. Did you see that man right there? No, he looking for you. All right. No, hey. Now we could try to talk him down for a few hours or so. All right. Yeah, he's not guaranteed. You don't know how some of these damn jails are positioned. All right. You don't, man. Some of these folks, you think they guaranteed, or because he's a racist and other racist folks seeing in there. Some of them in there, even with the biggest Klansmen and things like that, do not believe in individuals moving around like that. They oppose it. It leaves white supremacy too exposed. All right. The parts of it being effective here in America is the things that people claim they can't see, unseen. All right. To put a flashlight on it exposes it. You don't want it like that. All right. For them, they want it served underneath of something hidden. All right. Things where you can kind of stretch a line where something they're saying possibly could be true in these factors. All right. Yeah. There's some places of ambiguity. You understand? All right. Yeah. It has to be a place of that, dude. You can't have this wide open margin of yeah, it is what it is. All right. Yeah, bona fide. Yeah, that's too lit. It's too blown up. It shows too much. All right. Yeah, you got to call that what it is. All right. Even for some of the most biggest BSs online, when they start talking about outright Klansmen and white supremacy, they start talking about the Ku Klux Klan and the Nazi uniform, they'll go to that. All right. Right. This is what I mean. All right. So with language like that on a consistent basis with nothing else to show for it, dude. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Is a person on his own. All right. Yeah. You're a crash dummy, especially shooting black folks too and macing them. All right. No, that's to promote violence and everything else. I told you, Chud the Builder will be one of those mass shooters, dude. That's where he'll be. Shopping center, mall, something. All right. He's off. He's a loser. All right. I mean, completely. You have a child too as well. You running around in here. All right. As these folks say, if you're starting a damn confrontation with black folks. All right. Yelling out the N-word and doing all this weird stuff until you finally get some black people's attention. And then you put the camera on them. You start your video and start talking about don't chimp out and all this tugging on your pistol or your bear mace. All right. No, real American hero. All right. No, you got to be super smart to do that. All right. Yeah, man. This guy, he's a complete loser. All right. No, a loser. All right. That's the way I look at you, dude. All right. Like, all right, dude, you ain't got nothing going. If that's your niche. All right. You recognize there's people online that actually have talent. All right. Yeah, we know a scam artist and an imposter and a crazy person when we see one. All right. Yeah, you're not fooling anybody. All right. Right. Some of us actually do this. We measure people. All right. What we see from this guy here is a loony bag. All right. Yeah, you're shooting and busting off in front of the courthouse. All right. As I told y'all, other than the airport, where do you know what's going to have a bunch of guns at? All right. You for certain that there's some guns in there. All right. You ain't thinking about it. All right. No, the courthouse. All right. You don't have to bring your stupid ass over there armed or anything else like that. If you got sense about you. All right. Yeah, it just lets you know his wide range of incompetency. All right. I put that on y'all. I sat here and promoted a trash can. All right. Until he crashed all the way out. All right. Hold on. This is Aiden Ross.
Can you bet on Chud, the Chud guy? What's his name again? Joe. Holy shit. So he is on here. Can you pay his bail? Imagine the clips. Dude, fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. What the hell? Are you retarded? Can you bet on Chud, the Chud guy?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
What's his name again?
Now he's trying to act like you don't remember his name. All right. Yeah, Aiden be playing games. He know who he is because he said he was going to give him $1 million to fight on brand risk. All right, his fighting network did. All right, but now all of a sudden, when it's time to pay bail money, all right, yeah, and I don't blame Aiden. All right, no, you stay your ass up out of there. All right, or every person declined, man. All them cats showed you their palms, dude, and said, I'm out of this. All right, look like he gonna follow suit.
Joe. Holy shit. So he is on here. Can you pay his bail? Imagine the clips. Dude, fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. What the hell?
Yeah.
Hell? Are you retarded? Can you bet on...
Yeah, he wanted to know if, all right, is your brain functioning right? All right. Now, this is old boy. All right. No, with his lips real close to the phone. All right. I don't know if he felt like somebody was coming. All right. He only had a few minutes to say what he had to say. All right. No, he probably was in there lying. All right. I'm just trying to think of why he was whispering. You understand? Anyhow, let me go ahead and get to this. I'm going to have to turn this up some. All right. There's a lot of whispering. All right. Hold on here.
Listen, Aiden, this is Dalton, Chud. If you can get me out, help with the bond. I cannot access my funds until I get out of here because no one has access to any of my GiveSendGo or my crypto wallets, etc. I have to get out of here so that I can get verification processes to get into all of these funds. I will fight for free. If you can help me out to post bail, I will fight for free. We'll do whatever it is you want to do, bro. I need somebody with big money who can throw down, who can support me.
Yeah. He needs a person with long money, man.
Dalton, Chud.
All right, that's Chud. And this is where I look at it where it's bad at too. Because as I didn't know, he's a father. All right, he's a father. All right, so you would think that he'd say, look, man, I need to get home to my son. All right, that would be something. All right, yeah, he needs to get home and get to these. All right, whatever this is with these imaginary funds, because for the bag that he did have, he's already been open to start using this stuff a long time ago. All right. Yeah, when he just started to get paid off of that fund that he had over there, as far as his, I guess, call black folks the N-word fund. Just pay me to pay me. All right. And that's close to about $130-something thousand or so. It said so he got some money sitting over there. All right. But he's already been eating off of it. All right. So you can assume that it ain't that much money over there. All right. And I'm saying that because, all right, for your case, you're going to have to pay 10%. All right. If you want to get your ass up out of there, I think it's 130,000. No, excuse me. It's 1.25 million is his bond. All right. So he's going to have to pay 10% of that. All right, so we're not going to go ahead to crunch and reaching the numbers in here too far. All right, y'all can go ahead to do that. Somebody can put it in the comment section. But my point is that based on the numbers that he has there in his damn account, it's nowhere close, all right, to these terms of what people's putting out there. Because if it was, all right, he would be home. I believe his girl and other people have access to his shit. It's not going to be that damn hard. All right, you need to come home bad enough. All right, the only thing I look at is if the bread ain't there and you were sitting in here trying to count chickens that didn't hatch yet. All right, that's what I believe. All right, yes, indeed. You sit here with Aiden, and Aiden ain't playing about his paper. All right, he said, hell no. All right, are you smoking crack? All right, yeah, I ain't doing none of that, and I'd stay away from it too, because y'all know with some of these cases here too. Beanie Siegel said this about Jay-Z years ago. All right, he said something about if I let this man out of jail, all right, will you be responsible for him? All right, and he said Jay-Z said no. All right. No, he said hell no. No, he didn't say hell no, but he just said no. All right. No, it get real, man. People don't want to be when folks know that you get involved in shit. All right, they don't want to have a life match to that. All right, you're an idiot. All right, you don't have a structure for what you're doing. You just, all right, you're simpleton. You're just sitting here trying to piss people off until you get a reaction, and that's dangerous. It's also harassment. All right, yeah, you're a moron. All right. No, for everything that he's picking up there, the familiar thing is that they're black and that they don't know each other. All right. Yeah, here comes your charges, buddy. All right. No, I'm talking about an idiot. All right. If y'all told you I watched the pattern with that girl there, the girls that was getting mace sprayed on them by that little weird dude. All right. Yeah, a bunch of them didn't know each other. He was targeting females in particular. I told you they gave his ass 5 years in prison. All right. Chud the Builder shit is the exact same way. All right, if not worse. All right. No, so he's open to get the business. Yeah, he is. All right. Plus all that other bullshit that he's been doing, that attempted murder. You got all these things mashing into it. All right. The restaurant that he went and acted a fool in and he didn't pay the bill. He got locked up twice in 1 week. All right. Right. Refusing to pay for services. All right. No, they bringing him back down to earth. All right. No, time to get to earth. All right. Real life. All right. Yeah, man, where there's consequences and you can't just do what you want. All right. you have. Like, what are you talking about? How did we get all the way over here? All right. Yeah, like, sir, you have something to tell us? All right. Yeah, what are we doing? All right. Yeah, that's weird. All right, right there. All right. You sit up in here and talk about y'all ain't the degenerate party. Yes, you are when you do stuff like that. You can't be anything else. All right. No, volunteer degeneracy. All right. Nobody asked. No one asked. All right. I promise you, go back and look at no one asked. He just volunteered. All right. What you need to be doing with your boys. All right. Right. Very strange, man. All right. Now let's go on over to Mrs. Michelle. All right. We'll be right back. Fair use.
Yeah, I can't look some people in the face and tell them you have no right to be angry or to do something that maybe is against your own interests. That's human nature. Many of the people who voted for my husband twice, twice. And I know that that's how they feel. It's like, this isn't about anything other than we need something different.
This is about y'all handing away the bank, man. It's about scamming and fraud. All right. You took all these black votes that you had out here, the largest, all right, numbers of votes for any candidate in here, and you took that to reward everybody else. Y'all been running the same campaign through him. All right. The thing is, you can't run it anymore. All right. You used him as the black savior, everything that Mr. This Kenyan over here. All right. And what he showed you, black folks, at the end of the day is, yeah, he's willing to break the law. All right. Concerning things like DACA. All right. He's willing to break the law. All right. DACA is against the damn law. He's willing to do that, just not for you. All right. That's the point. All right. It's not that he won't apply these things. He's not going to go to war. He's not going to advocate. Of course he will. Not for you, Halls. You're thugs, nigga. That's what he said around this time. Looters and thugs. All right. Right. So he had his opportunity so many times here, not only to speak to black society, but to take Eric Garner, his attorney general, and actually do something about the injustice in which we were facing here in this country. He decided to do nothing. He passed his little blue lines bill here, where he was able to go ahead and reward the law enforcement with new goddamn it devices and trucks and laptops and all right, you name it. All right. This is what was given during the Biden administration, if you want to know what was passed out. All right. No, just in case you're interested. All right. Yeah. And when we see the measures of that, of course, no justice for Eric Garner. All right. No justice for our brothers and sisters at all. All right. He's no different than any of these other jokers we've had sitting in front of us. This is why you couldn't run Barack Obama 2.0. All right. Kamala Harris had to fall on her face immediately. She was one of the first people to drop out. All right. Her and Cory Booker right around the same time. All right. Right at the beginning. All right. Biden was just one of them things that kind of fizzed out there at the end. He just managed to last and be lingering around like lint. All right. Right. Not because he was a priority. He had in this campaign, he had a bus called, it said no malarkey. God damn it. All right. Yeah. He only won by 10,000 votes, I believe. That's the skin of your teeth, dude. All right. Yeah, don't sit here to play yourself. The Democrats understood when they won the presidency that they had already lost for the future. All right. No, when it took 10,000 votes just to scooch his dried up ass in the White House. All right. Well, then you understand that you substantially lost a whole lot of support you used to have. It's gone. All right. Yeah. And it can only get worse from here. If I'm checking the slots of the timeline, and every time I go to my Democratic candidates, when it comes to black support, it's going lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. All right. And I'm talking about if you want to count up here from Barack, then we're going to go down further. Okay. Hillary Clinton. And you go down some more. All right. Yeah. And you want to go over here to your circumstances to Biden. Then you got to go down some more. All right. Then you want to go to your circumstances of Kamala Harris. Then you have to slide it down some more, Halls. I'm dead serious. All right, you're getting down to the 70s. All right. And what you find out is folks are really getting their head bust because you don't trust what the black streets are saying. Yeah, we say this shit every damn day just to make sure that we ain't forgotten, dude. All right. All these politicians in here get the same work. We don't have any special feelings towards our jokers who act like we don't even exist. All right. No, not until it's election season. Now, then everything's placed in our hands. All right. To salvage, to fix what they've broken. No. All right. We'll help you out in these cases if you ain't offering nothing. Go fight the beast, goddammit. All right. No, since you got all the tools and the strength to sabotage and make sure that, all right, we can't squeeze a nickel through here. Cool. All right. Yeah, go get that wolf or these wolves off your back. All right. Go get a broomstick. All right. See if you can fight 7 wolves at one time on your back. All right. Yeah. This is what we got for you because this is the terms, at least in November, of hold your own nuts time. All right. Yeah. Where we get to put a mink coat on. All right. Right. And remind you, dude, you are on your own. All right. We didn't share any of the spoils with you, nigga. We ain't going to share none of that ass whooping. All right. Nor are we going to intervene. All right. Shit. All right. No, if we can't celebrate, we can't indulge in the good times. All right. No, you want to go ahead to slide the curtains back on a nigga. All right. Yeah, man. And tell them, hey, man, oh, nah, man, we ain't doing all that. Okay. All right. No, you're right. All right. Yeah, but now you got to fight them jokers on your own. All right. No, they putting bad campaign commercials down on you guys about how you still taking the taxpayers' dollars and taking care of illegals. They're exposing you. All right. Yeah, and their kitchen's getting hot because it's not getting any cheaper for the day-to-day citizen out here, Halls, paying for resources and doing what they got to do, buying gas and taking care. It ain't getting any damn cheaper, and that's worse for you. You can sit here with this old, all right, we're going to go ahead to play chicken in the duck hunt and pass the blame. The economics were shit, dude, when Trump got in there. All right. Underneath of the myth, if I give you enough illegals, then the prices is going to drop down. It was using that for years. All right. Running game on black people. All right. And everybody else. All right. Come to find out, you go to look, prices is high as hell through the roof. And it's more illegals than you can shake a stick at, nigga. All right. There's a problem. That means you got to clear the streets, nigga. All right. Immediately. All right. Right. We ain't getting nothing for our money. All right. You know, they getting over on us. All right, let me get back to her. Now, I forgot you were here, sweetheart. All right.
They voted for Donald Trump. Yeah.
You know?
That's a lot of people.
So you can't just pigeonhole them and say you just don't care and you're racist or whatever you're thinking. This is an act of, I don't know what else to do. I just wish we had more leaders that were figuring out how to do more for the middle class.
Wow.
For the working folks, because
wow. And you haven't learned. You sound like Kamala Harris. And you haven't learned. All right. Yes. God damn it. Yeah, dude. Why don't you just get up and do the boots to the ground, baby? All right. That's all you niggas are good for. That's it. Whoa, I got my boots on the ground. All right. Yes, this is all they're good for. Yeah, and lining up and somewhere in the White House. All right, and taking their fans out. All right, that's it. All right. No, black folks can't get nothing. All right. It says you really need to think about looking out for the middle class. All right, let's do it. All right, you ain't learned anything.
Middle class for the working folk.
All right,
do
she
more
had me.
for.
I'm thinking she's getting ready to say something. All right. From that first part, all right, because you know who she's targeting at, all right, but they can't come directly at us, all right, they understand how black people feel about you here, all right, yes, indeed, all right, so for them to say her circumstance, I'm thinking she's going to do this to try to mend some fences, and she ducks her head right where you think she's going at, all right, yeah, man, yeah, y'all are finished.
More leaders that were figuring out how to do more for the middle class.
Damn.
For the working folks, because those are the folks who are drowning in this economy. It's not me anymore, but I know those folks, and they're good people, and they don't have a way out. And
well, you could have gave it to them. You and your husband, for black people, could have gave something to him, and he was too worried about rubbing elbows and being cool with these low down funky bastards. All right. than to pick his Supreme Court justice. He just let them bully him around to show he was good as far as bipartisanship is concerned. All right, as they took and walked their little mud boots on the top of his head. All right, no, he wanted to be cool with both sides. All right, no, that's what his mark ass said when he got out and he was questioned again about reparations. And of course, he can't do anything about it now. So he's deciding to be honest. So I really wanted to do something, but I just didn't want to upset the Republicans, knowing that, you know, I'm the first black person. Like, get your ass out of here. All right. The white folks came in there to put you in office, as Dr. Claude Anderson said. All right. Because they knew that you wasn't going to do shit for black people. All right. And he told Dr. Claude Anderson that before you got elected, dude. Running around here. There is no politician that I know that has ran more game on everybody, all right, than Barack Obama. All right. Don't know one. All right. I'm talking about down to Minister Farrakhan. All right, to everybody. All right. Yeah, let me get some of this profile up real quick. All right, need some black support. All right. No, I ain't gonna do shit for you niggas, but all right, let me see if the minister is available. All right. Yeah. All this extra dumb shit he was running around in here doing. All right. When he first came around, that first go around, he was sounding like the Black Channel, man. He was so efficient. All right. Yeah. Got up in there and ain't do a damn thing for us. All right, nothing. All right, you have old boot licking niggas lined up. Hey man, well we gotta give it some hope. Give him 4 more years. You know you can't get it all done in one term. All right. Now we watch some of these other jokers come in here and do it like that. Trump came in there and started looking out for his people. All right, them evangelicals and all them other folks rocking with him. Yeah. All right. Yes, he started looking out for his people. All right. Don't let them run these bullshit excuses at why they got to back up a truck of illegals in front of you and start gentrifying your damn community and stealing from you. All right. The shit they did in Chicago, people should be locked up for that trash. All right. No, on the south side and the west side. All right. Yeah. You got these bastards. And I'm talking about here 28 damn shelters. All right, pissing away all the damn town's resources to illegals. And then when Trump slows your funky ass problem down, all right, you start staring around the room, all right, talking about, hey, we're going to raise up property tax. For what? You want us to pay a migrant tax? Is that what you mean? All right. No, we keep talking about some property tax. All right. No, you want us to pay for these funky ass migrants, in which J.B. Pritzker, all right, no, can't make sure that the government goes ahead to give y'all back in. All right. You've been spending too much money. All right. Now they want to take it out the pockets there of the citizens. I don't appreciate that, dude. I don't. Because when you go ahead and talk about where's the money missing at, you know where it's missing. All right. It's to a case of folks in here whose feet ain't even supposed to be on the soil. All right. So that's a loss they supposed to take here. You don't go ahead to deflect that on the people. I'm going to rob you by taking your space. All right. No, depriving of resources, making sure that the area itself doesn't get the trash pickup, clean up, all these different things that it needs. All right. That keeps neighborhoods up to par. I'm going to make sure I steal from y'all at every accord. All right. All right. To give these buffer classes resources where we know we don't give you any. All right. And then when I get finished with this massacre, all right, I'm going to come back and hold out the invoice. All right. The damn receipt to you. All right. Yeah, I need you to pay this right here. All right. No, that's the damn Democrats for you right there. All right. That's them. All right. You don't even know what you paying. You scratching your head and shit. All right. Yeah, counting your last couple of coins. You said how much I owe for what? All right. No, the migrant, the property tax. All right. I almost said what it was. All right. Property tax. All right. Yeah, not migrant tax, nigga. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what you end up paying. Shouts out to Chicago because they originally wasn't going for that shit at all. All right. No, they fought with Brandon Johnson a rack of times. All right. Yeah, and made him publicly eat that shit. All right. Yeah, it's how I know about it, man, because they went back and forth. I want to say 3, 4, 5 times. They made him keep going back. All right. We're not paying anything, little beanhead nigga. All right. No, that's called, and they were calling it publicly what it is. He said, that's a migrant tax, nigga. All right. Ain't nothing happened with the circumstances with the property here now for you to try to charge that much. but it has been something happening with the people that, all right, have been floating in and out of here. All right. Yeah, these jokers ain't slick, man. Hold on. He says, have you noticed after Kamala said black folks should get some form of vote, she's been MIA. Like they didn't want her saying, hold on here. I'm trying to make sure I can slide this back. Oh, they got the arrow right here in front of it. All right. They don't want her saying stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. I don't think so. Not between the house in Malibu and different concessions it looks like she's been given for trying to sell us out. All right. Yeah. Or maybe to drop her campaign. I believe that she wasn't supposed to run at all here. I think that's part of the agreement. All right. Gavin Newsom don't got a chance, but like for her coming back out after saying it, I mean, what's left to be said? She's clown, man. All right. You got put down several times, and your last time in there, you almost won. They was damn near neck and neck. All right. Why couldn't she get over the hump, y'all? Because when she started speaking after being so quiet for a minute, people remembered why they didn't like her. All right. No, when she kept talking, when she had that interview there at CNN. All right. Was it CNN? No, 60 Minutes. All right. Yes, indeed. With that black brother there. All right. I told y'all he treated that interview with Kamala Harris like he didn't give a shit if he ever seen her again. All right. That's how cold that joint was. All right. Everything was straight to the bone, straight to the point. I'm not laughing. Ain't no skinning and grinning. Follow-up questions. All right. Oh, it was bad. All right. And what it exposed, but you're not going to see in Oprah's interview or Shannon Sharp with people all fluffy with her. All right. Rolling or Al Sharpton. All right. What it showed there, all right, is that these jokers didn't want to take any accountability as Democrats at all for the circumstances of the border or anything else that has to do with America looking the tragic way it did financially. All they did was kept deferring back to Trump. All right. And it got old. All right. It got disgusting. It got filthy. All right. Yeah. It's just like, all right, dude, are you going to have a real conversation with us? Or are we going to keep doing this bullshit? All right. Yeah. I don't need this recess period, dude, of in between every time I'm talking to you about something serious. All right. You keep reaching back to Trump. All right. No, you guys are in office. You're responsible for this trash. All right. Why is it thousands of people caked up at the damn border? All right. They sitting there talking about well, Trump had agreed to come and do something with a bill, and then he said he wasn't going to do it. So then all right. And then, the guy was like, okay, well, why y'all keep letting people in here? All right. Right. She couldn't answer. All right. Because at least from that point there, nobody really pressed the issue. All right. You just let her say something stupid and mention Trump and keep going. All right. No, he made her taste a piece of reality. All right. And from there, like I told you, people started to remember why they didn't like her. And don't nobody give a shit about you cleaning no collard greens in the tub, dude. All right. We don't. We're not dazzled, dude. All right. Yeah, I think that's some raggedy shit right there. I don't want no collard greens and somebody to wash their back in there. All right. Right. What are you doing? All right. Yeah, you're trifling. Let me get back to Michelle. All right. They'll say anything to black people.
And that makes for bad choices.
They'll say anything to us, man. Like we just some silly bastards here. All right. Right. Yeah, you put collard greens in the tub, huh? Well, then you're trifling. All right. Right. First of all, yeah, that shit ain't right. All right. And it's black folks are not used to cooking in your house, nigga. All right. That part. All right. You take the hot sauce out your purse, baby. All right. Yes, indeed.
For the working folks, because those are the folks who are drowning in this economy.
Yeah, get her out of here. I don't have any more of this. But yeah, this is the reason why they get in the feeling they did. Things changed course, at least when Barack Obama started going after the black men, calling them misogynists. And all right. Yeah, they had to change routes because originally for that, like the rural towns and what have you, all right, that was going to go to Michelle. And for the other places where black space was going to be at, that was going to go to Barack. But by him coming in, that's why I said he blatantly sabotaged this shit. I believe he did. All right. I don't think they wanted to support Kamala at all. All right. He went in there and got the reaction from black males he thought he would. Sitting there talking down and talking all silly and where she's from. And nobody give a shit. All right. We care about the person, dude. All right. Somebody could come right where we from, dude. And that nigga could be a person that ain't right. that I would inform my family and friends to stay the hell away from. All right? No, we care about the person. All right? Yes, indeed. The hell you mean here? All right? But you know she come from a HBCU. And, all right, don't most of y'all niggas are pretty damn near all you niggas you sitting here talking about? All right? No, that's part of the damn checkoff list. All right? To make sure that you can say ski wee or something by your name. All right? No, the degenerate party, baby. I'm telling you the truth. All right? Because this is the only way here when you can circle around. Let me show you this old bastard one more time. We're getting ready to get out of here. All right. Now I got to get to it. I'm supposed to get to my 2-hour mark here, but I'm close to 1.5. So that feels good to me. Mm-hmm. I don't want to press it too far. All right. We maintain my energy here as it's coming. All right. I feel blessed. All right. Now, what you call it? Derek Johnson, once again here. And I showed you this earlier. He decided to come out and talk a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo about these damn athletes and what they're going to give up. And I told y'all here, all right, I believe in the athletes, all right, to mind their own damn business. All right. So shout out to the athletes so far. I ain't heard nothing. I hope and pray that it stays this way. I don't want y'all to gain no traction. All right. Because you don't deserve any. All right. No, you don't. Y'all need to get your broom and dustpan ready. All right. Don't look over at him, nigga. All right. You need to go ahead to roll them sleeves back and get it popping. All right. Every time you turn around, they trying to find a scapegoat. All right. No, it's time to be an adult. All right. You knock something over and you broke it. You're going to have to clean that shit up. All right. Yeah. Looking for some young people so you can pass it off to. You wrong. All right. You did wrong. All right. They were not even alive when some of you little dried up bastards were placed in office. All right. So how can they have something to do with the trash that's going on now then? All right. No, that's not their responsibility. All right. Yeah. You're supposed to protect them from that. That's your job. All right. No, it ain't just to stand around and look at niggas and keep smiling and see what you can get. All right, let's get over here to my brother one more again. I see you, beast mode. Let me go. We're going to read this off here first. He says, hold on. No, I already read that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I already read that. Okay. No, this other piece. He said, I bet that sucker is a PC and he's going to end up as soon as he's gotten booked. Yeah, protective custody. Yeah, that would be the best way to keep him safe. 23-hour lockdown. All right. Yeah, 23 hours. All right, you get 1 hour for rec. All right, something like that, or a certain amount of time for rec or what have you. But 23-hour lockdown. All right. I mean, if you want to make sure he stays alive, all right. And that's the only thing that I can see holding them together. Now let's look at the latest news. All right, Kim Kardashian skims. All right, this is from TMZ. Kim Kardashian skims. We don't smuggle drugs. No connection to cocaine bust. All right, ma'am. Okay. All right. Kardashians. All right. Shadewear brand Skims is making it crystal clear. It had absolutely nothing to do with a major cocaine smuggling operation in England. All right. After the company's clothing shipment was tied to a convicted drug trafficker. Oh, buddy. All right, hold on. A rep from Skims, all right, tells TMZ, all right, Skims is aware of the recent news involving a shipment with our products. We want to be absolutely clear. Skims, all right, had no knowledge whatsoever, all right, about this criminal activity. All right. We had no connection to smuggling operations. All right. All right. The driver, all right, or the truck. All right. And I quote here. All right. Close quote. All right. Right. All right. Excuse me. Hold on. The statement comes after, all right, Jacob John Kovalk, all right, was sentenced Monday in a Christmas Ford, all right, Crown Court in Essex, England, to 13 years and 6 months in prison for trafficking cocaine. Lord. All All right, hold on here. I might have read this wrong, but hold on. According to the authorities, all right, Conkel transported a trailer truck carrying 28 pallets of Skims clothing from the Netherlands to England last September. All right. Border Force officers later searched the trailer after it arrived at the port of Harwich. All right. And discovered 90 hidden packages of cocaine near the rear trailer doors. Police estimated the drugs were worth roughly $9.4 million. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. What you doing? What you been doing? Huh, Cam? What you got going on? All right. No, man, I don't believe in coincidences. All right. But let me go ahead, at least to say here for this case, Kanye did respond. All right. I want to say he took everything down now. He said he responded. All right. And he said something to the cases of to the lines. Y'all wonder why she got. Hold on here. Kanye is now deleted IG story addressing the whole cocaine scandal involving, all right, his ex. All right, Kim Kardashian. How do y'all think she got this rich? All right. What is Kanye West hinting at? Kanye West. Hold on. And he's crazy as cat shit. All right. So this could or could not be true. All right. All right. As far as the circumstances of what he's saying here. All right. You can't necessarily. I don't know, dude. I have no clue. All right. Yeah. Sometimes he just says shit. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. But this is his baby mother. So I'm pretty sure he would know something possibly that we don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a lot of damn coke to not be informed. All right. That's all I'm saying. Hey, baby. All right. They go find you a fool somewhere else. All right. You're looking for a fool, right? All right. Ain't none over here. All right. How much? Almost damn what? You said $9-point-something million worth of dope? All right. Who you think you're talking to? All right. Who you think you're speaking with? All right. You should know better. All right. And once we get past all the bullshit, and if Trump allows it, you probably begging, calling his ass now. All right. Yeah. All right. The boot is going to go directly towards your ass. All right. That's probably all that's saving you. All right. Trump them probably called back part of the DOJ. All right. Well, she's a friend. So can you kind of handle her different? Yeah, he don't mind committing crimes right in the middle of the street, y'all. All right. He doesn't. All right. I remember, goddamn it. Well, this is recently. Dana White had said something in his office about a certain medication to take or what have you. He said, oh, do you want me to get the FDA to approve it? Like, damn, dude. All right. He's just that dirty. Don't they got to pay you first or something? All right. Oh, he's joking. He's just incompetent, dude. All right. You wonder how a person gets lined up for impeachment twice with the same potato chips in the bag, yo. All right. No, in a Doritos bag. All right. No, you got 2 or 3 vials in here, dope. All right. That's how they just snatched you up. All right. This is President Trump. All right. Next time they come see you in the same corner. All right. Same bag of goddamn chips. All right. Same vials in the bag. All right. No, I'm talking about dumb as a box of rocks, Halls. All right. Yes. He don't care. All right. It's the thing. He don't give a shit, man. Some of these people, I told you, he know he's going to jail. All right. Yeah, he is. All right. You're going. All right. As I said, for the Republicans, period, to get some of this bullshit with the war and all this other Epstein stuff and everything else, they're going to have to let him go off to the wolves. All right. No, the mega shit dies with Trump, dude. All right. You seen Margie Taylor Greene go ahead to shift over, Candace Owens. All right. What's the name? Megyn Kelly, all these other jokers. All right. Alex Jones. All right. No, the switches already went into effect if you ain't been paying attention. All right. Politically. All right. And those are some of his heavy hitters, people that hold him down. All right. And they've all turned against him. Or should I say he turned against them? All right. Yeah. But it is what it is. All right. Yeah. So he's already in his cases of isolation and people not liking Trump. We already there. All right. I'm talking about within his own camp. All right. Yeah. You got to worry about nothing like in them cases. When you go ahead to give the dominant society, you give a bunch of racists a whole bunch of power, they're going to destroy themselves. I always told you that. All right. I warned everybody before the presidency started that Trump and Elon Musk going to be fighting each other. All right. You're two thin-skinned individuals. All right. No, with your little broken egos here, Hoss, you can't say nothing to either one of them. All right. No, Trump told Elon Musk to go back to Africa. All right. No, I'll never forget that. All right. No, he was calling him the N-word, dude, pretty much publicly, but he told him to go back to Africa. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. There's nothing worse than that. All right. There isn't anything worse than that. All right. Right. Everything they were arguing about. All right. I think he might have called him a pedophile or said he on the Epstein list. Nobody cares because we already know. All right. He told you to go back to Africa, Hall. All right. Now you can call, Trump is a bully, but he's a clever bully. Yeah, he put some thought into that. All right. And he understands old boy is an Afrikaner. All right. Right. Yeah, for Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. All right. And he put him out there to say, yeah, nigga, you tried to smooch up to me. All right. So you can get a free bag like you did off the Democrats. Remember, the Democrats gave him hundreds of millions of dollars he ain't had to pay back. All right. All kinds of money. All right. He thought he was going to move on Trump on some Rockefeller shit. You see what I'm saying? All right. He's the nigga with the bag in the back. All right. Right. And Trump looked at him and said, hold on, nigga. Yeah, you still owe me $100 million. All right. From parts of the campaign that you said you was going to give up. All right. I ain't getting my bread yet. All right. So instead of Trump, I'm telling y'all what happened. Instead of Trump here, all right, going and hit the base on him. All right. And cuss him out. And, he just was carrying him. All right. Every time he asked you for something, he would act like I don't hear you. All right. Yeah. Eventually, Elon got mad and started doing all this sucker shit. And this is when he exposed him. He told everybody, yeah, nigga, I'm not giving you no bread. All right. I ain't giving you nothing. Yeah. You thought you was going to come over here and play Slick Willie, dude. I'm the nigga that gets a bag. I'm not giving you shit. All right. Right. You come pay me that $100 million. All right. Yeah. Slick bastard. Old Slick Willie. All right. And that's what made them bump heads there. All right. Both of them are greedy. All right. Yeah. And both of them are thin-skinned. All right. You ain't going to say nothing to one of them without them going off. They used to being the boss and being in control. All right. That's where their heads really lie at. All right. Not to mention, look at the company of friends that comes with. All right. Yes, indeed. All right. I told y'all. Joy Behar sitting there on the View with her funky ass. All right. And you done been over Epstein's house. And you forgot to tell us this while you keep going in on all these people every day. All right. Yeah, that just slipped your mind, huh? All right. Don't play with us, dude. All right. Oh, it was just an innocent dinner. Ma'am, you at Epstein house. All right. Yeah. And you refused to tell anybody until you were publicly exposed. All right. That says a lot. All right. Yeah. People got the right to ask you any type of questions they want. All right. Yeah. Since you're so late to the party. All right. With resourceful information. All right. No, you were shit, nigga. You was there live in HD. All right. Trying to act like you surprised when you hear all this other shit. All right. No, you are free to believe whatever you want to believe that took place at Epstein's house, nigga. All right. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right. Can't no sugar booger sit here and try to lie their way through it. No, you can't. All right. Sorry, I see a nigga calculating in his mind right now what he might say. No, you can't do that either. All right. No. All right. We already barred the door off. All right. No. All right. You're going to have to stand on business. Right. That's what it's made for. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I say, oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. No, the bottom line in here. The bottom line. Let me see where we at with timing. All right. I don't want to take too much time up here. All right. I do appreciate. You say Kanye tripping. All right. He just got done apologizing. Yeah, but he's. I guess he's just speaking more to the cases of if this is him. Quote. Let me say that allegedly. I guess he's just speaking to the cases of all of this money she's been attached to. I heard a story, and I don't want to go to I heard. I'm gonna show y'all something. All right. No, I don't like I heard. All right. Let me give you the word. All right. All right. Let me give you the word with what I heard. But what I seen there is these cases where they were talking about Chris Humphrey had something to do with this shit. All right. But then I don't know how credible NDTV Sports is. I don't know. All right, but they're the first one at the top. This is an hour ago. Chris Humphrey, all right, former wife, all right. What? Chris Humphrey's former wife, Kim Kardashian, tied to $8.4 million cocaine shipment case after Skims bust. This is what you're going to see down here. So this is ETV, all right, unknowingly played Kim Kardashian. All right, Skims line unknowingly played a role. All right, y'all see the numbers are different. It says 8.4, it says 9.5. All right, this one just says 9 from people.com. Kim Kardashian Skim clothes shipment was used to hide $9 million worth of cocaine. All right, if y'all see that, at least from the news reports they have out there, it's a bunch of bricks in the background. All right, they got, this was uncut raw. All right, yeah. Now, I'm not saying she was there in the shipment there, the case they told you about the particulars. That's why I've sat there to read it out to y'all so y'all can know exactly what's going on. But my thoughts is that, all right, no, it is what it is. All right. What they're going to do is they're going to check through the other cases of her inventory and stuff going other places here out in the world. And that will be a thing to do. Yeah, to check your shit. All right. And if they can establish any forms in a pattern, yeah, then you're in trouble. All right. But for that case, if maybe possibly she got somebody to bite the bullet, whoever they got, all right, no, she can buy herself some time. All right. But one thing is for certain is the Department of Justice is going to be looking directly, not only into the packages like that, but anything else she got shipped around. All right. They're going to be checking shit. All right. Now you can put them on high alert. If you are slinging dope, baby, you're going to have to slow it down. All right. Find another method. Hold on here. Fair use. All right. No, find a different way.
All of this fraudulent spending. What is that about? What is the problem here? What is the problem with transparency? Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Senator Warren, I just want to answer your question. How did you get a $12 million net worth on a $200,000 salary in Congress?
Oh, man. Here's another one. All right. That's Elizabeth Warren. They putting cardboard over her head and shit. All right. Trying to walk all fast. Her knees are bad, dude. She 80-something years old. All right. Yeah, you wrong, man. All right. Yeah, she knows she stole that money. Right?
How did you do that?
Excuse me.
How did you do that? You can keep trying to block my camera. We're on a public sidewalk, so get off of me.
Here, man.
So you don't want to answer that question. What is it about Doge that's such a problem to you? You just elbowed me, Senator. I got that on camera.
Good, man. That's an old woman's elbow, so that bitch hurt. All right. It's like putting steel on your ass, nigga. All right. Yeah, that's some of that mind-numbing pain. All right. She wanted to put it underneath your ribs. All right. That's one of them old school moves. All right. I told you she like 80-something. All right.
Doge, that's such a problem to you. You just elbowed me, Senator. I got that on camera.
Excuse us. Thank you.
Yeah, you all in the
So
way.
you don't want to answer that question. What is it about Doge that's such a problem to you? You just elbowed me, Senator. I got that on camera.
Good, nigga. All right. I hope she left her bruise. All right. Yes, indeed, man. Get up off of her like that. You got your answer. All right. When people got to get up underneath for something, man, ain't no need of doing all of that. All right. No, I would appreciate that. That was a good report. All right. Yeah, she lit his ass up, man. All right. Like a nigga boxing you out up underneath the rim. She hit him right in his damn ribs. All right. It's your bitch ass nigga. All right. Sharp elbow. All right. No, you ain't going to. He wouldn't dare report some poor old lady. All right, that's not what you would do. All right, you're a strong man. All right, lit his goofy ass up. All right, that nigga's in pain. He's in pain right now. All right, I don't give a shit. You think it's what she's an old white woman and she ain't strong? All right, yeah. You see if you can take the hit. All right, well, she ain't hit him there. Oh shit. All right, the old person hit you, man. All right, with the bone on bone. All right, you go ahead. He said you go ahead and take your chances here on that, man. All right, like I said, he's still in there hurting. All right, no, if she got him good enough. All right, make sure I put all my new information on here. All right, I want to have the wrong stuff here. All right. And as I'm sitting in here, I do. There it is right there. That's my new information. All right. And I want to bring us back to the Democrats, man. Please, during the time of George Floyd. All right. During the time of George Floyd. I got all of this shit wrong. All right. Hold on. Let me take a look at this. Got it completely wrong. Let me delete this. All right. Yeah, going back to that time here. Yeah, this is when she was over here getting in people's face here. All right. And telling folks what they need to do. All right. As far as the streets is concerned. Now, I understand the politicians had no influence, no nothing, especially not her. All right. No, but White Daddy said, get him. All right. Get on out there and get them. Get these niggas out the street. All right. Right. Next thing you know, you see Keisha Lance Bottoms. All right. No, and she's behind the podium in here talking like this. All right. Yeah. We still got it here. Yeah, it is right here. Hold on. All right. I want to widen the screen. There we go.
If you want change in America, go and register to vote. Show up at the polls on June 9th. Do it in November. That is the change we need in this country. You are disgracing our city. You are disgracing the life of George Floyd and every other person who has been killed in this country. We are better than this. We're better than this as a city. We are better than this as...
So now you're stealing from Elijah Cummings. All right? No, you got, God rest the dead, you got to steal from Baltimore's own Elijah Cummings, who ain't did shit for black people. All right? When he was speaking there on that, he was speaking to the context halls of how some illegals were being treated. All right? That were in cages. All right? He wasn't talking about doing nothing for black people. Let's just be clear. All right? Yeah, but this is not even original. All right? Hold on.
As a country, go home. Go home. In the same way I couldn't protect my son on yesterday, I cannot protect you out in those streets. You're throwing knives at our police officers. You are burning cars. You have defaced the CNN building.
Who gives a rat's ass about the damn CNN building when black folks are dead in the street? Pepper, how dare you? All right, yes, indeed. Raw and Uncut Truth. Make sure I got that in there. Yeah, that's my new cash app there. All right, to change everything, man. All right, just to get, I'm trying to get these folks off my ass, man. All right, yeah, they took another channel from me. All right, right, they robbed me, man. All right, yeah. They went in here, wait till my eyes was closed. All right, put the joint on me. Tried to steal from me. I always tell y'all, no, I keep an extra channel in the tuck, man, just in case somebody got fat fingers. All right, I got to. I have to. All right, no, it don't make me none, man. People go back to catch to it. We just got to go ahead and change a few things here. All right, and I say with this, like we always do, we get newer support every time I rap back in. All right, and I'm just moving from the ground up. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Everybody that needed to get those messages to get my new channel, they have the information. All right. Yes, indeed. If you haven't, like Travis, what you call it, I'm gonna make sure that you got it. All right, and a few other people here. All right, but that'll be it, man. All right, we're just gonna go ahead to see what it does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Let's get back to this.
Ted Turner started CNN in Atlanta 40 years ago because he believed in who we are as a city. There was a Black reporter who was arrested on camera this morning who works for CNN. They are telling our stories, and you are disgracing their building. This is not the legacy of civil rights in America. This is chaos, and we're buying into it. This won't change anything. We're no longer talking about the murder of an innocent man. We're talking about how you're burning police cars on the streets of Atlanta, Georgia. Go home.
Hell no, woman. She wants you to go home and wait for a person like Reverend Beasley to come talk to you. All right? And young Black people stayed in the street, ignored this heifer. All right? Yeah, you know you ain't shit when you sit here. You're defacing and messing up the CNN building. So what, nigga? You missed the whole point. All right? You missed everything went over your head, heifer. All right? Yeah, you worry about what corporations are going to stay around. Nobody give a shit. All right? What back end money she can get. All right? That's why she was so mad, y'all. All right? She was so mad at Black people. All right? Before she went out of office here. All right? That she made sure that she put out 100 and something non-gender bathrooms everywhere. All right? Yeah, that was her last FU to Black people. All right? Now I ain't giving you niggas something, but I got something for your ass real quick. All right? Now, these politicians petty. You don't believe they petty? Shit. All right? You don't believe that? All right? What do you think that was for? All right? No, that was a giant FU real quick to Black people. All right? Like we did something to her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, we're just not interested in the bullshit. All right. Yeah, Biden had her on administration. All right, for a little while. All right. And then he would do nothing job and then just sat it to the side. All right. I don't want to see her running for any type of candidate spot or anything else or any one of these other old unhatched niggas. Leave them right where they at. All right. Yes. Mm-hmm. I think the greatest things that we've seen in here recently is Black people's ability here, all right, to do away with the stuff that we don't need. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In other words, as I told you, you get to do it one time here, maybe twice here, concerns with Barack Obama. But after that, yeah, everybody else get your paperwork checked, nigga. All right. What? Yeah, let me see your papers. All right. No, where you from? Where your people's from? All right. No, wait. Let me see your paperwork first. Stop talking, nigga. All right. And the paperwork over first. All right. Then we can start talking about all of this other shit. All right. Just so we can know what's what. All right. Yeah, we got to know who's trying to speak for us, who's talking. All right. Where does your credentials stretch from? All right. Where are the victories? All right. Know which one of our people know you and are connected. And all right. Yeah. At least have some knowledge of your presence amongst Black people. All right. That is a very thorough thing dealing with any politician right now. All right. Dealing with us. I don't care if it's Brandon Scott or any one of these clowns. What's his name here? Westmore. Any of the trash you see floating. All right. If you don't have any serious economic message for Freakman, all right, you're halfway dead in the water. All right. Your campaign or whatever you got is already done. All right. And they trying to guilt trip you over voting rights. You ignore these dried up niggas. All right. You ignore them. All right. You remember what I said. It's their job to clean up their mess, dude. All right. You ain't, as a young person, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. All right. Taking care of your business. All right. And following the statutes of their effed up system. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. All right. And it's hard as hell. It's not easy. All right. But you're making it work. All right. However you're doing it. All right. Man's gonna wake up every day and keep pushing. All right. System all jacked up. All right. You got these old niggas to think. All right. And they sitting back looking at you, eyes halfway glazed over. All right. Staring at you, talking about some, hey, look, do you see this stuff right here in the corner? Yeah, you can sacrifice all of this right here. All right. No, they can't. All right. Now I see some of my young people out of breath here at this point. And we didn't got there because at least for a point of consciousness, I say here as I'm getting ready to step off here, is that, all right, not only is it a collective message, it's a consistent message. All right. And it's something to be respected. Much love to everybody here attending, the 41 people in here. All right. Hold on. What is what my brother saying in here? He says, you and a couple of other brothers is where you get my news from. I know, brother. I know it. That's why I had to make sure that as soon as I went to go do what I did with you, Natural Locks. All right. Shout out to all of y'all. Mad Hatter. All right. Excuse me. WMJ. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Or MJW. Make sure I'm saying that correctly. All right. All right. Oh, there's a few others here too. I don't even want to be forgetting here. Robert Lamel. All right. And my brother Dawkins too as well. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you. Much love to you. All right. I know that. All right. Oh, and excuse me. All right. Supernatural here. All right. I want to make sure I say her name here correctly. Well, shout out to my sister. All right. We just want to say, or Teresa. All right. Shout out to her. All right. Much love to you. All right. No doubt. All right. I've got a plethora of damn support. Since I put that up, my people ain't did nothing but show me love and made sure I continue to stand up straight. All right. I'm still moving. All right. No, in a good direction. All right. All right. It's like, hey, I'm right here. God damn it. All right. Yes. Please continue to share the video. Continue to support, of course, to show love. But continue to recognize here that we don't even have a platform at all unless we got the people. So I'm good. All right. They can go press some buttons and try to shut some stuff down. You ain't stopping nothing. All right. No, the train is natural. It's naturally grown, naturally born. All right. All right. Naturally authentic. All right. You can't do nothing but roll with it. All right. That's it. All right. And I'm saying this to everyone as I tell y'all, look, I love everybody here to life. Y'all have a great evening. It is the bottom line. Santee Walden. All right. In a minute.